We all have a favorite character in the Brawl Stars universe, right? Today, we are going to talk about the incredible story of how that ordinary, adorable gift shop employee Colette transformed into one of the most feared, obsessed, and mystical figures of Starr Park, Colette Impie. If you're ready, let's begin. We start our story from the very beginning with the Colette we all know, the one most of us probably find cute. You remember that famous gift shop in the heart of Starr Park? The shop where Griff acts like a bossy manager and Edgar hangs out in the corner like an edgy teenager, hating life. Well, back then Colette was the most cheerful, most energetic employee in the shop, but her energy was a bit different. Her only motivation in life was the famous Brawlers coming to Starr Park. A piece of fabric dropped from Piper's umbrella, a spike left behind by Spike. To Colette, these weren't ordinary items, they were sacred relics. If you've looked closely at her design, Colette's outfit actually resembles a straitjacket. The way her sleeves are tied, that scrapbook she constantly hides behind her back. Supercell gave us the signals from day one. This girl has a very unique and chaotic nature. Every day Colette would run after the Brawlers coming to the shop, trying to get an autograph. In fact, based on the lore data we have, her famous scrapbook wasn't just a fan book, it was practically a master strategy diary. The Brawlers' weaknesses, their attack ranges, when they went where. Colette was noting down absolutely everything. So, how did this innocent yet intense admiration turn into pure power and battlefield dominance? How long do you think someone can endure being constantly rejected by the very heroes they admire? This is exactly where the breaking point begins. One day, a huge tournament is held in Starr Park. Colette, with her usual pure enthusiasm, is in the front row to cheer for her favorite Brawlers. She wants to hug Spike, but Spike pushes her away with his sharp spikes. She asks Piper for an autograph, but Piper completely ignores her. The selfish, celebrity-driven world of the arena shatters Colette's pure, childlike heart. That day, something snaps inside the innocent shopgirl. She realizes this. If you won't love me as a fan, you will have to respect me as a rival. Colette tightly grips that thick scrapbook and for the first time in her life steps into the Brawl Stars arena, not as a spectator but as a brawler. In her first matches everyone mocks her. What can a shop employee with nothing but a notebook do against giant robots and sorcerers? But here comes the massive plot twist. That notebook was no ordinary notebook, it contained years of accumulated tactical analysis. The moment Colette stepped onto the arena, she knew her opponent's every move in advance. She knew by heart who would use their super when and who would run where. Every victory she claimed in the arena transformed her obsession from fascination into an unstoppable power. As she defeated the Brawlers, she began to counter their powers and trap their energies right inside her notebook, and every single victory dragged the ordinary Colette step by step toward that legendary title, Colette Impie. So what exactly does this Impie title mean? And how did it come about? It's always debated within the community. Impie represents that mischievous, rebellious, and rule-breaking energy. As Colette dominated her opponents one by one and climbed to the top of Starr Park's underground tournaments, her appearance and aura began to change. The old, shy but excited girl was gone. In her place stood Colette Impie, eyes flashing with a purple intense light, looking at her opponents and seeing nothing but tax or loot. Colette Impie drew her power from pure obsession and the tactical data she collected. She was no longer just a fan asking for an autograph, she was a competitive nightmare in the arena, draining her opponent's health as a percentage of their maximum HP. Think about it. No matter how strong you are, to Colette Impie, you are just another percentage to add to her notebook. Now, let's look at the current technical side and the theories. In these recent Starr Park updates, with the introduction of the Buffy machines and the new trio mechanics, this situation has practically sent Colette Impie's power into the stratosphere. Lore-wise, those mysterious elixirs and boosters in the shop completely stabilized the Impie energy inside Colette. Now she is no longer a brawler who just runs in a straight line and comes back. With her newly enhanced abilities, when she uses her super, she doesn't just steal health from her opponents, she practically steals their ammo, their very will to fight. And that damage reduction she gets from her mass attack star power. That shows she is no longer affected by the blows her opponents land on her, because those hits mean absolutely nothing compared to her focus. Colette Impie has turned into an unbreakable psychological wall in the arena. And that's it, folks. A massive evolution spanning from the innocent Colette ringing up bills and hugging Spike plushies in that colorful shop of Starr Park, to the fierce Colette Impie, bringing the arena to its knees and making her rivals prisoners of her own diary. This story shows us that no character in the Brawl Stars universe is as simple as they seem. In the background, there are always broken hearts, desires for victory, and the traces of Starr Park's mysterious laboratories. So, what do you think about this? Do you think the old cute fan club leader Colette was more iconic, or the percentage-draining Colette Impie who dominates the arena? Do you have any moments in the game where you felt a character completely changed their vibe? Share them with me in the comments. I'll read them all and leave a heart. If you liked the story, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss Starr Park's other dark secrets, and turn on that notification bell. Which character's mysterious past should we investigate in our next story? The wildest and most cheerful troublemaker of Starr Park, Chester, or the mysterious skeleton who heals souls with his music, Boko? The choice is yours. Stay with the game, and goodbye.